about onions, you have to come to Gills Onions here in Oxnard. They are the largest processor of fresh cut onions, not only in California, not only in the country, but in the entire world. And here to tell me all about it is my good friend, Steve Gill. You are the owner, the co-founder, and a good friend.
Yes.
It's been years since I've seen you. You look the absolute same. This man doesn't age. It must be the onions, I guess, right?
Maybe so.
So tell me a little bit about Gills Onions and how you guys started this.
Gills Onions started in 1983 when we also have Real Farms, our farming company.
Yeah.
We're growing tomatoes and peppers for a salsa company.
Oh, nice.
And they wanted to get into having fresh onions in their product, so we decided that we would try that business since my brother and I were anxious to expand our operations and grow different crops, so we got into the onion business. We'll have a capacity to run over 3 million pounds of raw product in a week.
Wow, wow, that's amazing, just in 1 week.
So, yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot of onions.
Yeah.
So we are in, what now? Where are we now, Steve?
This is the cooler warehouse where we bring in the raw product and we ship out the finished product.
And how cool are we talking about?
It's around 34 to 35 degrees.
Oh, a brisk 34 degrees. Okay,
Yeah.
fabulous. And the coolness, what does what to the onions?
Cools them down so they're easier to peel and gives us the shelf life. We need them cold to get the shelf life.
The shelf life, which you are so famous for.
Which is 18 days in the case of our onions.
Which you guys are famous for,
Yes.
really, yeah. Okay.
Quality and shelf life.
So Steve, this is the start of the process here, right? The onions come in.
The onions come in from the cooler, which is right next door to us here. They're dumped, go through the peelers, off to a wash, and then they're packaged as whole peeled onion, a diced onion, or they go to the slicing machine.
In that next room, though, what are they doing in there?
The peeling. The peelers cut the top and tail and take the brown skin off.
So the gals put it in a thing and then it peels off.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. And what's the temperature like in where they cut, dice, peel, and all that in that last room?
In the peeler room, it's ambient air temperature because we change the air 3 times a minute in the room for the fumes.
Okay.
In the area where the onions are being packed as whole peeled, diced, or sliced, it's 34 degrees.
34 degrees. And keep onions, so it
keep them cold.
Keep them cold. I remember from last time, though, I brought my Kleenex because the minute I stepped in here, I started tearing up.
Yeah.
You get used to it?
After about a half hour.
We'll see. All right, let's go check it out. What are we looking at here?
Inspection table.
Oh, okay. So what are they looking for?
Any defects, they cut them off to make sure we have a perfect onion.
So that is a perfect onion.
Whole peeled onion.
Nice. So, after the ladies have inspected the onions, where do they go next?
They go through a wash to sanitize them, and then they get packaged as a whole peeled, or they go through the dicer, or they get sliced.
All right, let's go check it out.
Yeah.
And so for folks who don't know, where do all the onions go?
Well, the onions, 50% of what we produce goes into a food service items, that sliced, diced onions for restaurants nationwide and internationally all across Canada. The other half is what we call industrial onion, whole peeled onions, or bulk diced onions that go to salsa manufacturers, spaghetti sauce, to different parts of California, and our heaviest time of the year is during tomato season.
Tell me about what we're going to go do next, the onion ring testing.
Oh yeah, well we have one big customer in Canada that has their signature dishes or condiment for your meal up there is onion rings.
Oh.
And so onions being natural items, sometimes they develop higher sugars, or things can happen. So when you cook them, they might turn black.
Yeah.
So what we do, it doesn't happen very often, but we test all the lots to make sure that they cook perfectly. The day that they're made, we test halfway through the shelf life. They've got a 20-day shelf life. and then at the end of shelf life to see if there's any problems.
Okay. It's probably a popular day at the office, right? The onion ring.
Onion ring testing day is a favorite day here at the company.
Let me see why it's so good. So this is the cause of all my tears right here.
A little bit.
Yeah. So we're dicing all the onions here, right?
They're coming out of a dryer.
Okay.
It's like a spin dryer, your washing machine dryer.
Ah. So this obviously is one of the end processes here,
Yeah.
right? What are we looking at?
Sliced red onions.
Sliced red onion, and they're just bagging them up to go to where? Food service. And then do you still have the motto? Your motto?
Well, yeah, if you're still cutting your own onions, it's a crying shame.
That's good. Isn't that good? I love that. That's good. So this is it.
This is it. A load of Gills Onions getting ready to be shipped out.
To a store or restaurant near you.
These are going to Canada.
These are going to Canada. Our friends in Canada.
Yes, they're great onion ring folks.
Yeah, those great onion ring folks. Well, thank you for having us. It was only slightly painful. I only teared up for most of it.
Yeah.
But so did you, so I didn't feel so bad.
No, I always cry.
When you're around me. No. Thanks for having us. It's awesome to see you. Thank you.